Yo, what is good YouTube? Today we're back once again with another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC video, and in today's video we are using one of my favorite cores, and that is the flutterfish paired with the Iron Jugular's Great Tusk. Now this core is incredibly potent offensively. As you can see here, we have Iron Jugular's as our Tailwind setter. We have a bulky Nasty Plot GU, a Life Orb Fluttermane to do as much damage as possible when paired up with that GU, and then the infamous Great Tusk. I think Great Tusk is just fantastic with a lot of these, Tailwind setters that are off the ground. Obviously you look at Pokemon like Murkrow, Talonflame, Iron Jugular's in this case. I think it is just absolutely perfect, and I think it covers this core incredibly well, because this core's biggest weakness is the Tinglu. So when you have something like a Great Tusk, you can threaten it with a CC, but then also when it wants to Terra Poison to be able to eat, the Moonblast and whatnot, you obviously have the Headlong Rush, the Earthquake there. It is also a mon that reduces your special attack, not your physical attack. Although it is quite bulky on the physical side, a Terra Ground Great Tusk can definitely take it out with a Headlong Rush, depending on the spread. So this is just one of my absolute favorite cores to play at the minute. Very, very strong, very potent. And we've just paired it up with Mouse Ape. Again, I think the Annihilate is a fantastic counter to the not the Great Tusk, the Tinglu's running around, which again, this team just really does struggle with. And I think Mouse Ape is just really slept on right now in this meta. I think it started spiking towards the beginning of the meta, kind of dropped off a bit, but I still think it has a lot of usage, especially when you've got things like Beat Up and then obviously to Super Fang, which is really, really good for some of these more bulky teams that are running, maybe a Dondozo, a Wo-Chan, some of these, bulkier teams, Tinglu again, another one we just touched on, where you kind of want to chip these mons down as quick as possible. And getting that Super Fang can really set up for something like a Fluttermane or a Chiyu in the end game, which is just absolutely fantastic. But of course, guys, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and of course let me know what you think of the team down below as well. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into some battles. Okay, we have a pretty interesting looking team here. We'd love to see the Roaring Moon here, but is this like a more balanced team? I'm really curious how like bulky this Moon and Cerulege are. But obviously, it looks just like 4 good physical attackers paired up with a Fluttermane plus Amoonguss. So, I do think our Flutterfish actually kind of looks sick on lead here, I'm not going to lie. But I kind of really need to get the Jugular set up, I'm thinking. I think Flutter lead is better with these two in the back, right? And I think too with this team, one thing I look to do too often is try to Terror the Jugulus just to live the Fluttermane, which I think is a misplay. I think I should look to sack it as quick as possible just to get into really offensive mons, especially in like a HO versus HO matchup like this one. Like, obviously, it depends what my opponent leads here. He might not lead his Flutter, but if he does, I really do think getting my my Tailwind up is very important. Oh, dude. Yeah, okay. So he's got the Sword of Ruin. That's okay. We are a pretty bulky Flutter. We do live anything coming out of this guy here. But that's not the point here. Do we want to Gleam? I think we want to protect here. I mean, we could go Terra Steel, but I don't love it. I think we want to protect here, and we want to look to get off the Tailwind here. Come on, show me Sucker Punch into the Fluttermane and then like a Dazzling Gleam. That wouldn't be too bad if you go Sucker plus Gleam here. Because with that Chiyu, I want to say we live a Gleam from this, unless it's like modest specs. He withdraws the Flutter. Okay, now show me the Sucker Punch left here, mate. He goes the Shroom. I protect. Does he protect? Sucker, okay. So, the thing here is... Look, this is tough, right? Because I definitely think he's going to look at something like a... He'd be crazy if he didn't go for... Protect plus Spore, right? But I don't have a Spore immunity on this team. I think we just call the double here and we just fucking send it, right? We still have Heat Wave in the back. I definitely think he needs to sleep me here. If he Sucker Punches and goes for the Spore, I'm done. I'm going to be really mad. But no, I think his best play here is always protecting and Sporing. Like, there's no way you ever want to eat like a Star plus a Dazzling Gleam here and just lose your mate. And he swaps it. Okay. So we still made the right play regardless. What does he bring in here, though? Is it the Flutter Mane coming back in? It is the Flutter Mane coming back in. And he protected. No way. Okay. He's playing this really, really interestingly right now. I'm not going to lie. So this is simple, though, for us. This is just going to be a protect on our Flutter Mane here and an air slash coming out on that right slot. We just want to obviously scout out his sleeps here. Oh, we could also... nah, I think we need damage on the Shroom. We need damage on it just in case it does Terra later to get away from the... like if he goes Terra Water, then like a Dazzling Gleam will do a lot of damage to it. We just need to make sure it's in range of a double up when Fish comes out. My opponent is playing this game really slow, though. I'm very surprised with how he's just switching so defensively with such an aggressive team here. Could potentially be a Rage Powder into a Shadow Ball as well. Ooh, is that what we see here? I'm definitely thinking this has got to be a Dazzling Gleam coming out of my opponent right now. Oh, and that's a lot of damage. Oh, it's a crit. Fuck, okay. Alright, well, the good thing is now, all of a sudden, that is in danger. That is in a lot of danger here. So much danger that I think a Snarl plus... Oh, that's good. Okay, I think a Snarl and a Dazzling Gleam really opens this game up all of a sudden. I'm really surprised he's gone for a Shadow Ball. Everyone right now is playing really bulky on their Flutter Manes. Like, there's no way Shadow Ball ever picks up unless he's super offensive with specs. Like, that's the only thing I could think of, but... did he... I forget, did he swap turn 1? He protected turn 1, right? It was like a... I think it was a double protect, I think. Yeah, so I don't think he could be specs. I'm thinking he's Orb or Sash here. Interesting that he goes for the booster energy here. So not booster, the Terror. I will get the -1 special attack on this, though, which is going to be a very pog. There should be really good chip to this as well. I guess the main question now is, do we still have one turn left of Tailwind? I want to say we do. I think this is our third turn, right? Because we went Tailwind as he like protect swap. Yeah. So we should still have one turn left. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, this Dazzling Gleam, I don't know if this actually picks up our Iron Jugulus here. Yeah, it didn't even come close to picking up our Jugulus. We do lose our Tailwind. That's actually like a best case scenario for us losing it there, I think. Because what we can do now is we can just set Tailwind back up. So I did miscount there, which actually turned out to be fine. Because we can sack our Jugulus here and then look to get in our Fish. And once our Fish is in, it just kind of runs through this game, I think. Alternatively, too, depending on what happens here, we could also look to get our Great Tuscan to start spamming Earthquakes to open up the game for us. Now the question, I probably lose one Mon plus get put to sleep here, right? Oh, I just straight up lose both Mons. Okay, crits the Flutter Mane. That explains that. Because I was gonna say I didn't think I was in range there. Alright, so we have our Tailwind up, though, which is good. And he doesn't Pollen Puff. I mean, look, to be fair, I don't think he was ever killing us without a crit. But this does put us into this really good spot where we can just look to protect an EQ here. There's no reason to do anything other than protect an Earthquake. Is there? Nah, I can't Earthquake myself here with a Terra Grass. It's just not worth it. And we just go Earthquake. Neither of these mons should outspeed me, and it should put us into a 2v2 where we're both full HP. Like, he could potentially just protect his Shroom here, but I don't think that's ever the right play when my Fish is on the board. And we know he has Terror as well, which means he can't Terror Ghost away from our close combats either, which is going to be really good for us. See what he looks to do here. Our opponent really is playing this game a bit slower than I think he should be. Oh, what a beautiful shiny that is. One of my favorites. Hunted that one for the OCIC, boys. Alright, so we are the fastest on the board, so our protect will go first. Show me a protect on either of these mons here. Oh, does he go the double on me? Oh, dude. He went the double. That's so sad. Because, like, the issue here is I still have to look to, like, attack both mons. Just because I can't afford to let, like, a Dazzling Gleam go off and damage my Tusk here. I need this Sash intact. Ah, boys. Should be flying, Terra flying on this. That's fine. We're forced to drop our defenses here. Honestly, I mean, we could just Heat Wave, but I don't think... Honestly, dropping our defenses here doesn't matter. And we just had Long Rush this slot. He is going to save the Shroom. Okay, what is coming into this? It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's... Oh, okay, that sucks. If we'd CC'd that slot there, that would... Honestly, that's what we should have done always there. We should have just Dark Pulse right and CC'd left. Wait, he gets to double? You're kidding me. There is absolutely no way that just happened. Oh, no way. Because now he's just going to stall out with more protects, right? Dude, there is no way he just got the double there. Oh, is he going to go for the triple on me? Show me the god tier triple protect? I'm just going to have to... Because I really need these two mons to die. Like, I'm sure the Roaring Moon here is probably just going to click protect as he sacks his Fluttermane. But the issue is here, he's just going to stall out my Tailwind with just, like, double protects, which is not ideal. The question, I guess it comes down to, though, is... Am I ever going to be in Sacred Sword range from this guy he has in the back? I guess that has to be the turn. Okay, and he swaps out the Fluttermane onto the Heat Wave, actually. Whatever comes in here is going to eat a lot. Show me... Yeah, I was going to say, he's always going to show us the protect there. As long as this connects, we're in a good spot. Yeah, okay, that dies. So I think that's our last turn of Tailwind as well, right? Because we set it up on the death and he got a double protect swap. Yeah, that's our last turn, I think. He's done a really good job of just stalling it out, eh? Damn, okay. Because now the issue becomes, which slot does he attack? Does Terra Grass do anything for me here? I don't think it does. I think we go Heat Wave and we look to just keep our Focus Sash intact here. The question is, does a Gleam plus Breaking Swipe just kill my fish? Damn, that turn I set up the Tailwind, I really wish I just, like, went for the Snarl and just took this piece of shit out. This game has been made way harder than it should have been. Oh, the question is, does Roaring Moon kill us here? It's a lot more damage than I'd like to take. Okay, and the Acro comes out into that slot. All right, please burn the moon here. Connect on both and burn the moon. Just burn, baby, burn, baby. I think what we need to do here is just go Heat Wave, EQ, and pray he doesn't protect both. And somehow just live this turn. I really need a Sacred Sword into the Chi-Yu here, and we live it. I don't know if we live a Sacred Sword, even if we're Terra Grass. But we need a bloody prayer right now, because... I really do think a ice spinner plus acrobatic into the right slot is just a kill. Did he double it? Let's pray he doesn't double it, boys. Oh, he's life orb. No way. And yeah, he doubles it. Damn. Which means I've given the roaring mid a KO on me next turn, boys. I should have gone the double protect like he did. I won't even hit the heat wave though, will I? Burn the roaring mid, please. Burn the roaring mid. Please, burn, 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 burn. No burns, boys. I mean, we're just dead to Acro now too, unfortunately. Yeah. GG. That was a really close game. That was a tough one. That double protect on the Flutter Mane definitely like wins him that game, because if he dies during that Tailwind turn and doesn't get the Gleam off, I think we would have had that wrapped up. But oh well, look, you win some, you lose some. That is unfortunate there, but you know, GG my opponent, they played well. We'll get one more game in. That one went for quite a while. Okay, what a interesting looking team this is. So, obviously Shedtail's a bit of a pain in the ass. But my opponent's team, I think is just weak to the dark types we have. Obviously Hands is going to be annoying. Just thinking here. Like, I definitely think Flutter on lead is great. I think Chiyu is also pretty good. I kind of want Jugulus on lead, but like, I feel like I need to... You know what? Flutterfish is coming in the back. I need a way to hit this, this Hands turn 1, I think. And I think Great Tusk's like going to be its most useful before Tailwind goes up. Because even if we just like spend our first turn here just clicking Snarl, like depending what he has obviously in the back. Definitely curious to see what he leads here. Obviously, the Psy Spam is ideal. But yeah, Hands Flutter is not ideal for us. The question is, does this Flutter have Trick Room on it? Oh, decisions. I think double protecting here is fine. Because giving him Tailwind, but allowing us to outspeed the Flutter Mane here would be good. So not Tailwind, Trick Room. He can have Trick Room, but then his Flutter Mane will outspeed our Great Tusk. And our Great Tusk can do a lot of damage to his, Our Great Tusk can do a lot of damage to either of his mons here. It is Terror Ground. Okay. Interesting that he's gone Terror Ground there. I mean, obviously, he probably just doesn't want to eat the EQ, right? Does that mean he's faking out the Jugulus? Belly Drum, no way. So he's gone the Belly Drum Trick Room here, which is not good for us at all. We just got punished hard. Okay. This looks like it is probably just over, right? We do have the Terror Ground EQ in the back. I mean, he's always just wild charging this slot though, isn't he? I think we just have to double here and just fucking pray. I mean, he wants to Drain Punch something, right? Do I just make the ballsy play and just throw Flutter? I think I have to, right? And then I just go the Terror Headlong Rush. I think this is like the only play I can make here, because we've just been punished for that passive play. I didn't even consider Belly Drum. I just thought this was going to be fake out to set us up. Oh, okay. Dude, if he Drain Punches Iron Jugulus, there's a chance. If he Drain Punches Iron Jugulus, there is a chance. A Ranguru. Kind of like kicking myself for not clicking EQ right now, but I feel like this is the better play as long as he Drain Punch the Flutter Mane there. Come on, show me Drain Punch on Flutter. If it's a Drain Punch on the Tusk slot, then we're gonna need a fucking crit, I think. But if it's a Drain Punch on the left slot, there's a chance we just pick this up. And if this goes down, that is like priority numero uno. And he goes the ice punch. Is there no drain? Like, I don't mind. As long as this picks up, I don't mind. Because we still have our sash intact too, right? And we pick up. Okay, okay. There's a chance, boys. Because the question is, what does he have in the back right now that beats our left slot here? He doesn't have Psychic Terrain set up. What was his last mon? He had Psy Spam, Oranguru. Oh, what was it? Psy Spam, Oranguru, obviously Flutter Mane. What was his last mon? Oh, it's the Indeedee. Okay, what does he do with this board state right now? I definitely think we need to attack this turn as he potentially tries to set some cheese up. So I think just the EQ here. Because like what? He could like... Oh, he's just quit? Wowee. Okay. I mean, look, I guess the game was probably done at that point, right? He couldn't do anything in Trick Room. All my mons undersped his Flutter Mane, right? So man, GG. Dude, like, I don't know why he ice punched that one turn, man. Like, he really needed to, like, go for a drain punch. Anyway, boys, that's going to be it for today. If you could, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And, yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.